Hello students, we are doing the problems related to the tangents of ellipse. In the first section, we discussed about the basic problems related to tangents. In the next class, we discussed about some of the objective problems. Today also, we continue the problems related to tangents of the ellipse in depth. So, let us try to solve the problems from given data itself, how they are related one to other, the concepts. Let us clearly observe and solve them. Hello students, we are doing the problems related to tangents of ellipse. Let us see some of the problems related to the same concept. S 3, 4, S dash 9, 12 are the foci of the ellipse, and the foot of perpendicular drawn from S to a tangent to the ellipse 1, minus 4, then eccentricity of the ellipse is what? This is the question. Okay. Now, suppose this is the ellipse. Its foci are given to you 3, 4 and 9, 12. These are foci. 3, 4 is one focus and 9, 12 is the another focus. It is rough diagram for you. And foot of perpendicular drawn from focus to any tangent is 1, minus 4. That is, you take, it is a tangent to the ellipse. Now draw the foot of perpendicular from this focus to the tangent. That is given to you. It is 1, minus 4. Now, with the help of this information, you have to find out the eccentricity of the ellipse. Understand? Now, my dears, the locus of foot of perpendicular drawn from focus to any tangent of ellipse is what? Axillary circle. We mean the point lies on the axillary circle, as shown in this figure. This is the axillary circle. It is the center of the ellipse. With the help of this information, you have to evaluate E. Now clearly we know that this is S, this is S dash. The distance from S to S dash is 2A. So SS dash, first we have to calculate, that is 2AE. It is nothing but root of 3 minus 9 whole square, that is 36, plus 4 minus 12, that is minus 8 whole square is 64, root 100, that is 10. You have AE is equal to 5 units. This is AE. And we can easily find the midpoint of two foci. That is nothing but 3 plus 9 by 2, that is 6, 4 plus 12 by 2, that is 16 by 2, 8. This is the center of the ellipse, as well as this is the center of the axillary circle. We know that the distance from center to any point on the circumference of circle is its radius. What is the radius of the circle? That is axillary circle, A units. So can you find the distance from here to here or not? Yes. CP is equals to, this is a P. We have CP is equals to square root of 6 minus 1 whole square, that is 5 square 25, plus 8 minus of minus plus 4, 12 square, that is equals to 144. It is 169, we mean 13. Root 169 is 13. What is CP? A. This is A, radius of the axillary circle. So we have AE is equal to 5 and A is equals to 13. Can you get the eccentricity of the ellipse or not? Yes, it is very easy for you. E is equals to 5 by A, we mean 5 by 13. So we have to identify that the foot of perpendicular drawn from focus to any tangent must and should be lies on its auxiliary circle. This is the one and only concept behind this problem. And the distance between two foci is what? SS dash, and the distance from center to the point on the circumference of circle is radius. Here the circle is auxiliary circle, so A is the radius of circle. With the help of AE is equal to 5 and A is equals to 13, immediately we can achieve the value of E as 5 by 13. Understand? Next one. The tangent at alpha to the ellipse b square x square plus a square y square is equals to a square b square meets the auxiliary circle at 2 points P, Q. If PQ subtend right angle at center of the ellipse, then eccentricity of the ellipse is what? This is your question. So read yourself. The tangent at alpha is parametric point, at alpha on the ellipse, b square x square plus a square y square is equal to a square b square meets the auxiliary circle at 2 points P and Q. PQ subtend right angle at center of the ellipse, then eccentricity of ellipse is what? What is the given equation of ellipse? It is nothing but x square by a square plus y square by b square is equals to 1. So this is the ellipse. X square by a square plus y square by b square equal to 1. These are the axes. Now I am writing the auxiliary circle, corresponding auxiliary circle. This is the corresponding auxiliary circle. The circle described on major axis as diameter is called what? Auxiliary circle. Suppose this is my point P of alpha. At this point we draw a tangent. This is the tangent. Intersects the auxiliary circle at points P and Q. This is P, this is Q, this is center of the circle. Now this chord PQ subtend an angle 90 degrees at center. That means this is the angle. By joining these point of intersections to the origin, this is what? PQ subtend right angle at the center. This is 90 degrees. Now we have to calculate the eccentricity of the ellipse. This is the concept. So we have this equation. What is its equation? X square plus y square is equal to a square. This is the auxiliary circle. Clear? Can you write the equation of PQ or not? Suppose this is R of alpha, tangent at alpha. The tangent at alpha. So this is already P we have taken. So it is R of alpha. The tangent at alpha is the equation of tangent at alpha is what? First of all, x by a cos alpha plus y by b sin alpha is equals to 1. This is equation number 1. What is the auxiliary circle? X square plus y square equal to a square. This is equation number 2. These two curves intersect at PQ. They are joining to the center of the circle. How to obtain these two pair of equations? These are the two pair of lines joining to the center with the points P and Q. By homogenizing the curve with respect to that line, we obtain pair of equations. So we are going to homogenize this circle with the line. What we obtain? By homogenizing 2 with respect to 1, we get x square plus y square minus a square times of 1 square. 1 square will mean x by a cos alpha plus y by b sin alpha. Instead of 1, I am writing that one whole square is equal to 0. This is the equation represented by the pair of lines CP and CQ. This is the equation represented by the pair of lines CP and CQ. Hence the angle is 90 degrees, coefficient of x square plus coefficient of y square equal to 0. So here coefficient of x square plus coefficient of y square is equal to 0. 1 plus 1 2 minus a square by a square, that is 1 times of cos square alpha. Again you have minus a square by b square sin square alpha, that is equals to 0. Coefficient of x square plus coefficient of y square is equals to 0. Now 2 minus of this cos square alpha can be written as 1 minus sin square alpha is equals to a square by b square sin square alpha. So 2 minus 1 is 1, 1 plus sin square alpha. 1 plus sin square alpha equal to a square by b square sin square alpha. We have to evaluate the value of E in terms of alpha because the data is given in terms of alpha. From this equation itself you have to evaluate the value of E. Now let us try to evaluate that one. I am erasing this one. So by equating the coefficient of x square plus coefficient of y square to 0, we have that condition. From this condition, you have to evaluate the value of E. Okay. Now, b square by a square is what, my dears? B square by a square is nothing but sin square alpha by 1 plus sin square alpha. 1 plus sin square alpha. So b square by a square is nothing but 1 minus e square is equals to sin square alpha by sin square alpha plus 1. So e square is nothing but 1 minus sin square alpha by 1 plus sin square alpha. It is nothing but 1 plus sin square alpha minus sin square alpha, that is 1 by sin square alpha plus 1 or 1 plus sin square alpha. The game is over. Implies eccentricity E is equal to 1 by root of 1 plus sin square alpha. This is the way to evaluate the eccentricity. So the basic idea behind this problem is you are doing homogenizing the curve, that is axillary circle, not with ellipse, axillary circle with the tangent at r of alpha. What is the tangent at P of r of alpha? X by a cos alpha plus y by b sin alpha is equals to 1. 1 is there itself. Therefore, we have to homogenizing by this line with the curve. That is x square plus y square equal to a square. A square can be written as a square into 1 square. Instead of that 1 square, you have to write x by a cos alpha plus y by b sin alpha whole square. From that combined equation, we have to equate the coefficient of x square plus coefficient of y square to 0 and hence evaluate the value of E. In this manner, the E is 1 by root of 1 plus sin square alpha. Okay. Next one. This is also the same model, but instead of that P of alpha, they are given slope. A tangent to the ellipse x square by a square plus y square by b square equal to 1 having slope m meters, the axillary circle having slope m meets the axillary circle in P and Q. Angle PCQ is 90 degrees where C is center of the ellipse. Then what is the value of our m square? A tangent to the ellipse having slope m meets the axillary circle in P and Q. So the logic is same about the problem. This is your ellipse. This is the axillary circle. This is the axis. Suppose this is the point P, say. This is the tangent at P. Intersects the axillary circle at 2 points P and Q. Suppose this is R, say P and Q. This is center of the ellipse. Subtend an angle 90 degrees. So same logic as above problem. Okay. We have to find out the value of m square here. Slope m is given to you. So the equation of any tangent having slope m is what? y is equal to mx plus or minus, you may take plus root of a square m square plus b square. This is equation of any tangent to the ellipse having slope m. Now, what is auxiliary circle? X square plus y square is equals to what? A square. Now, by homogenizing this curve with respect to the line, we get combined equation of Cp and Cq. By taking coefficient of x square plus coefficient of y square equal to 0, we obtain the condition. From that condition, you have to find the value of m square. Okay? Now, x square plus y square minus a square times of 1 square. Instead of 1, what you have to write? 1 minus mx by root of a square m square plus b square whole square you have to write. That is equals to 0. Here, coefficient of x square plus coefficient of y square is equal to 0 implies 1. Again you have to write plus 1. Y square coefficient. Coefficient of x square plus coefficient of y square. Here also y square is there. Minus a square by a square m square plus b square, because whole square is there. Now m square minus a square m square. Minus a square is there, plus m square x square by this one. So coefficient of x square is what? Minus a square m square by a square m square plus b square is equals to 0. From this equation itself, you have to evaluate the value of m square. Okay? 1 plus 1 is 2 is equals to a square times of 1 plus m square by a square m square plus b square. 2a square m square implies 2a square m square plus 2b square is equal to a square plus a square m square. So you cancel out 1a square m square, we have a square m square is equals to a square minus 2b square. So what is the value of your m square? Your m square is nothing but a square by a square, 1 minus 2b square by a square. 1 minus 2 times of b square by a square. So I am simplifying here. Your m square is nothing but 1 minus 2 times of b square by a square is nothing but a square e square minus 1 or 1 minus e square, sorry. 1 minus e square. B square equal to a square into 1 minus e square. So this is nothing but 1 minus 2 plus 2e square or 2e square minus 1. This is your m square. Since b square is equal to a square into 1 minus e square is there, so substitute the value here itself. We obtain the value of m square as 2e square minus 1. So this problem and the previous problem are having same concept. So one and only the concept is the homogenization. Homogenizing the curve, that is the auxiliary circle with the tangent. In previous problem, the tangent at alpha is given to you. In this problem, the tangent having slope m is given to you. Understand? So the answer is m square is equal to 2 times of e square minus 1. Okay? Next one. This is the question. The number of real tangents that can be drawn to the ellipse 3x square plus 5y square equal to 32 and 25x square plus 9y square equal to 450 passing through the point 3, 5. So the number of real tangents that can be drawn to the both ellipse from that point 3, 5 are how many? This is the question. So this is the ellipse x square by 32 by 3 plus y square by 32 by 5 minus 1 equal to 0. This is the first ellipse, and the second ellipse is x square by 450 by 25 plus y square by 450 by 9 minus 1 equal to 0. This is the second ellipse. Now substitute that point 3, 5 in both ellipses, so we can easily find the position of the point. Suppose this is s dash, say s11 is what? X square 9 by 32 by 3, 9 into 3 by 32 plus y square means 25 into 5 by 32 minus 1. Is it positive or not? Clearly it is positive. 27 by 32 plus 125 by 32 minus 1. By taking its LCM, you can get easily positive. This is positive. Now substitute the point in the S dash here itself. S11 dash is equals to 9 into 25 by 450 plus y square 25 into 5 5s are 25 into 9 by 450 minus 1. That is how much? 925s. It is nothing but 225. 225 2s are 450. This is also 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 minus 1. 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 minus 1, that is 0. So the point lies on the second ellipse and the point which is outside to the first ellipse. And moreover, which one is more here? This is A greater than B case. And what about this? This is A less than B case. So the two ellipses are in this form. Both are having center at origin. So your point is outside to the first ellipse and on the second ellipse. That means in this manner. So your point may be here. This is the point which is on the second ellipse and outside to the first ellipse. At this point, this is the tangent, and from this point we can draw two tangents to the ellipse. So total number of tangents drawn from that point to the ellipse are 3. So this is the tangent at this point, and two tangents can be drawn from that point to the ellipse, because point on the second ellipse you can draw one tangent at that point, and that point is outside to your first ellipse. Two tangents can be drawn from that point to the ellipse. So the total number of tangents drawn from 3, 5 to the two ellipses are 3. Okay. Next one. The product of perpendiculars from the foci on any tangent to the ellipse, x square by a square plus y square by b square equal to 1 is what? That is always constant, that is equals to b square, I am saying. Length of the semi-minor axis whole square. The product of perpendiculars from foci to any tangent of the ellipse. We can easily do this one in the shortcut also. This is the ellipse. These are the two foci. Any tangent means we take the tangent at the end of the minor axis. This is B clearly. So these two lengths are automatically B. This is also B. B into B is what? B square. So easily we can prove this one by taking the special case, but we do the general method also. Okay. Now this is the ellipse. It is any tangent to the ellipse. This is the axis. These are foci S and S dash. Now we have to draw the perpendiculars from foci to this tangent. This is one perpendicular. This is the another perpendicular. You have to show that its product of this length is always constant. That is equals to what? B square. Equation of any tangent to the ellipse is what, my dears? Y is equal to mx plus or minus root of a square m square plus b square. What are the foci? This is AE comma 0. This is what? Minus AE comma 0. Suppose this is a perpendicular distance 1. This is a perpendicular distance to P2. Now what is P1? P1 is equal to perpendicular distance from AE comma 0 to that line. AEM. For my sake of convenience, you take plus. AEM 0 into minus. Minus or plus, whatever it may be, that is 0. And plus root of a square m square plus b square by root of 1 plus m square. This is P1. You may take minus also, no problem. P2 is equal to perpendicular distance from minus AE comma 0 to that line. It is nothing but modulus of minus AEM plus root of A square M square plus B square. You may take both minus or both plus, no problem. By root of 1 plus M square. Now product then P1 P2. P1 into P2 is equals to, this is of the form A minus B into A plus B, A square minus B square. That is, by squaring the square root itself cancel. A square M square plus B square minus A square E square M square by 1 plus M square. So, A square M square, A square E square M square, you can take A square M square common. A square M square into 1 minus E square plus B square by 1 plus M square. Now A square into 1 minus E square is nothing but B square. That is nothing but B square M square plus B square by 1 plus M square. You can take B square common. B square into 1 plus M square by 1 plus M square. 1 plus M square, 1 plus M square gets cancelled. We have B square. Therefore, the value is B square. So, the product of perpendiculars drawn from foci to any tangent of your ellipse is always B square, which is constant. For A less than B case, what we obtain? A square. Understand? This is very simple problem to you. Thank you very much.